Hi Gemini, happy February. I hope you are doing well. Okay. Ooh, I'm not sure what side of the fence you're on. I think some of you are in the midst of legal battles. You may be going through something legal at work. You may be a business owner and you're going through some legalities here, some kind of, I'm going to look at this from, I can only hit this from one point of view. Some of you are going to be on the receiving end. Some of you are the business owners going through this, or your managers or your, higher execs that are going through this. But I feel there's some kind of work-related issue here or a divorce. There's something with legalities listed here. Okay, now we come in with the Page of Swords, the Devil card, and the Magician. Okay, these are the energies here. Okay, now given what I'm feeling, I'm going to say the Page of Swords here is you're probably in alliance with someone who is not the most honest person. Okay, the King of Swords can be known as the rip-off card, right? So it can be someone who is just not vigilant of their actions. They would clean you out in a day and go have dinner and not think twice about it. So there could be, you're either under, that could be the person that you work for, right? Where they're, they're very, I think that there's a misunderstanding here. What these cards kind of are saying is there's a misunderstanding here. Okay, which means that communication may be key here. Be diligent about things. There's also a feeling, what I've got through here is try to remember that not everything gets handled just in your eyes instantly, right? But there's a bigger picture here sometimes. Sometimes you just need to be don't lose sight of your composure in this. Okay, I'm going to assume that this is what's coming towards you. Okay, you're probably having to deal with someone that is very, most likely just not out for your best interest. They're kind of just watching out for themselves. Okay, so this could be something going on in work where you're, let me show you here. The foundation that you're trying to build here for yourself this month, how you're doing that and then the outcome of that, I think you're going to be okay here. Okay, I think that things are going to come into alignment for you. And when I say just and balanced, that doesn't always mean the way that you want it to be. But I think there's a bigger picture here that you will get rewarded for this either now or in the future. So keep your composure. Don't lead into the whatever is going on around here. I feel that there might be something in reference to work where there's some kind of something going on at work, okay, or there's a divorce or tax, or there's something going on legality wise here where you're up against you either need to stand up for yourself more, be more diligent in how you're communicating, or I just don't feel like things are communicating in a healthy way. So given I'm giving this reading for you, I think your advice in here is pretty much don't get lost in this. Keep your nose to the grindstone. Okay, let me just go through the cards here. But those three cards coming in as the energy are just saying that I think you're just up against someone who's kind of arrogant and self-absorbed. It could possibly be the case here, okay? Now your foundation coming in here is the Moon card, the Eight of Coins. Yeah, you've got a lot of coin cards in here and wand cards in here. You're leaving something here. It could be a job. It could be you either leave jobs, you get let go from a job or something in that regard here. Okay, you come in with the Moon card, which means that something just really isn't clear yet. Okay, and I think it's bringing up a lot of fears and anxieties within yourself. But I think more than anything, what this card is just saying is you're not really seeing what might be going on here. Okay, now you've got the 8 of Coins here. Okay, that's what's making me feel that this is work-oriented here. But I will tell you something too here, because you've got 2 8s here. Okay, which means that it's time to move on from something here. There's movement here for sure. Okay, now you've got the Queen of Coins in reverse. This can be a tyrant of a boss. It can be something in reference to that here. I'm not feeling really, though, that that's, I think that this has to do, I do feel that it's in business, and I think that you might be distancing yourself from someone. You may be, there's something going on here in the work front where I don't think you're seeing eye to eye with someone of authority in your work arena. I have a feeling it might be a higher up here, or you're coming against an employee here who is just a little bit arrogant. One of the two, this is a business scenario that's going to play out here with legalities. That could be losing a job. It could be, you know, workers' compensation. It could be a settlement. It could be, you know, something in reference to that. It could be a divorce. And you've got the 5 of Wands here. This is, again, yeah, it's not seeing eye to eye with someone. I think really, though, what's going to happen here is I really don't feel that this plays out right now. I think that this is a slow process. I don't feel that this is something that's going to play out like instantly. You're going to hear the end of this. I think this is something with this many. You've got 3 coin cards in here and wand cards. I feel that this will go on for a little bit. I don't feel that you're going to get the answer that you're looking for this month. Okay, I feel too where the people involved in this, how this is playing out. You've got the 8 of Cups. You've got the 3 of Coins. And you've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, that could actually be a lawyer. I think you've got something going on here where you're in an arena here where people are just very, very self-absorbed. They're not out for your best interest. They're out for themselves. You know what I mean? It could be people steamrolling over you for jobs. You could be passed up for a promotion when it was kind of a behind-the-scenes kind of shady deal where it was given to someone else. Your advice here, though, in your foundation is to keep going. You're going to master something here. This is a card of financial gain here. It's a card of, though, not missing a beat. Don't get tied up in this. Keep doing what you're doing, and don't skip any corners. Don't take any shortcuts. Do things inch by inch and do things by the book. Okay. Again, the 8 of Cups is saying that this has run its gamut anyway. It's time to go on to something new. This is something that if it's a job, you're maxed out. You know what I mean? There really is no potential growth there for you. So it could be that you're going head to head here and you're trying to pull forward in a company that just doesn't have any growth for you there, right? Or it can be too that I feel there's something around a job. Your job status may change. But you go out here with the 7 of Wands, okay, which is saying that I feel with this that you land on your feet. What I'm really feeling with this is you've got the drone view of this, okay, and at the moment you may not see that. So you may be going in with both barrels loaded here. Figuratively, of course, meaning you're going to hit your boss or you're going to go at this court case or this judge or whatever with both barrels loaded. Your advice here is to take the drone view, see the bigger picture, show up as not degrading yourself in any kind of way here. Realize that if you're passed up for a promotion, it's just saying the universe is aligning you for something else here. If you get let go from a job, realize that there was no growth there for you at all. Sometimes we need a kick in the ass, and this is a crappy way to have to get it, but when we think back and realize that, yeah, I had outgrown that job a long time ago, and I just kind of needed this kick in the butt to get out, right? I've had a lot of clients over the last month that this has been the scenario. I'm talking about in the regard of they've lost jobs, but it's a shock and an awe, yeah, because it's your financial stability. But in hindsight, there was nowhere for you to go. And give this a little bit to play out, and I assure you that by the summertime, a couple months time from here, you'll be in a whole different ball game. So this is just cleaning out things in a way that it doesn't look like it's a nice tidy package, so to speak, right? You may have gotten let go for something that wasn't truly how it appeared to be. You know what I mean? So your advice with the 7 of Wands is about balance. And do you see this, though? It's all going to settle itself out. It just may not settle itself out now and in the way that you think it should be. But I keep feeling here that there's longevity in your good deeds now. So again, don't show up as integrity. Don't cut any corners. Do things diligently. And I feel that this comes out nicely for you. It doesn't look like a really great situation, because the key takeaway out of all of this is this card, and that's the 3 of Coins at work. It's just saying here that these are people that are only out for themselves. You know what I mean? They don't in any way have your best interest at heart here. So sometimes we think that, you know, I was a good employee, I did this, I did this, I did this. This really has nothing to do with you. This has to do with someone's self-righteous attitude here. And it's just saying that, you know, you need to keep you're distancing yourself from this person. And this is most likely someone that if it's a relationship, if it's a spouse, it's something that you're going through, you know, you're either at a distance from this person, or you're starting divorce proceedings, or there's something legal in the making here around that. Okay. This Page of Swords too, I don't feel like that's a child. I feel like it could be a custody case too, but I think that it's someone, though, they're playing a role where they either feel extremely misunderstood or they're not being honest. And I've got no supporting cards that would say that this would be an honest person. So it could be someone who would steamroll you over at work for a backdoor deal on something. So be conscious of that. But I want to say here, this card, I've got to take this away. You're done with this anyway. So you may not see it, and you may not like how it's coming down or going out or whatever is going on, but the bigger picture here is you're done anyway. You're going on to greener pastures here, and I'm going to show you this. You've outgrown your friends, you've outgrown your colleagues, you've outgrown your coworkers. You seem to have aligned yourself somehow with people that do not have a vested interest in your well-being, unfortunately. So this is going to show up in a work arena, or it's going to show up in some kind of court legality. Somewhere you think you've been slighted, and you won't be at the end of this, but I don't think it's going to play out. I think people just aren't really willing to see. It doesn't matter what's right or wrong. They just don't care. It's not about you. They're looking out for themselves, unfortunately. It's riddled through this reading. I think you do things by the book. I think you've got, you know, some things, and please, if you're cross-watching, I can only hit this from one direction. So if this has been done to you by someone, please don't leave those kind of comments. You know, it's just not helpful, and it leaves a lot of stuff that I have to now kind of keep track of the comments, and I've got young viewers watching this, and this does not look like a good scenario here. So the F-bombs and stuff in the, I think though that this is, you know, you're having to stand up for yourself here and fight against something that Give me a moment here. Again, that's how I've got to hit it from one angle. So you could be on either end of this coin. But the outcome card here is that, you know, you have, you know, I'm going to put this out here too. In the event that this is something that transpired and, you know, you weren't on the up and up end, and somehow you may have gotten, you know, something may have gone down, some kind of, you know, whatever, financial thing at work, whatever. So say you weren't on the up and up with something, right? And you're being asked with this card that comes out of here to just now accept these things. You know what I mean? Like, crap, I really knew I shouldn't have taken that, but I did. I didn't think it would be such a big deal. I just thought we would close this really quick and recoup it in another way. Somehow there's something brewing here that's in the legal system, and I think at work something may come to light. So I'm just pointing this out because that could be a scenario too. But it's not in the work arena. It's more usually, you know, someone gets laid off and they collect unemployment. But I keep seeing legalities, so which is leading me to believe that something is in the bigger picture here. Or it could be someone trying to collect child support or something, and you're now having to subpoena someone's tax records or something, and they're not. There's something brewing here, unfortunately. I hate to have to, but it is. Let's see if I can get some more clarity here. Please give me some more clarity. What? Okay. The Four of Coins. The Four of Coins is you will have financial security here. This will, you will land in a good spot on here. Okay, just be patient. Realize that things are up in the air. This is, again, if you look at this, it's the Three of Coins down here with the Ace of Coins. You will come out ahead of here. You will. But this is the Three of Coins too. And these people are not in your corner. They're kind of knocking you down here. You know, it's not about you. It's all about these people. Okay? But you will come out here. You will come out financially okay here. Okay? Oh, hallelujah. Because this was terrible. Yeah. Unfortunately, you guys are, there's things going on here. Some of you are involved in things where you might, you know, be losing jobs and getting other jobs. But with those of you, I've got to tell you, with 2 8s here, there was nowhere to go from here. You were done there. You know what I mean? That's kind of what that is. I hope that helps in some way. And what's telling me here is that the foundation is you may not see it yet. You may not see the bigger picture yet. For some of you, this was the eye-opener and the kick, so to speak, that you needed to start your own business or to go into another direction. This is a card of financial stability here. It's one of the Millionaire's cards. It's saying don't be rocked into this. This was most likely, and it doesn't sound like it was the place for you anyway. Okay, so there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. If you want a private reading, please reach out to me and we can look further at this. But this is going to go in a way where things are clearing for you, and you may not see the blessing in it yet. For some of you, you're involved in legalities here, and that will most likely come to a close somewhere in the summertime. Okay, so there you go. I hope that I helped you.